Recently, the sports department of Arunachal made headlines when 𝐤𝐫𝐿𝐻𝐿, a dedicated karateka, shared her struggles and unfulfilled dreams of winning an international tournament. She cited inadequate coaching as a major obstacle. In an emotional social media post, 𝐤𝐫 said, and I quote, "Without a coach, I don't think I would be able to win on the international platform. They, athletes from other countries and states, have personal coaches and trainers. They have everything and I have nothing to compare with them." Such a statement from an athlete who has won several accolades for the state and country and even qualified for the Asian Games made everyone think hard. Arunachal as a state doesn't lag behind when it comes to athletes, as evidenced by their frequent medal and championship wins. The state has the potential to produce world-class athletes, proven in the recent past by players like taekwondo player Rupa Beor, wushu athletes Onilo Tega, Nyeman Wangsu and Mepung Lamgu, and karatekas like Mesom Singhi, 𝐤𝐫𝐿𝐻𝐿 𝐷𝐿 and Abab Sangdo. So where are we lacking? This curiosity led Newsfy to reach out to the sports department to inquire more about the situation, and we received many answers as well as excuses. However, one thing that caught our attention was the Arunachal Pradesh Elite Athlete Development Program. This promising initiative was launched in February 2020 by the sports department in collaboration with the GoSports Foundation. The program aims to nurture and uplift athletes like the karatekas who recently represented India in the BRICS Games in Russia, with former cricketer Rahul Dravid and national badminton coach Pulela Gopichan as brand ambassadors for the GoSports Foundation. The Bangalore-based organization promises to, and I quote, "transform the way India looks at sports and the way the world looks at India," unquote. But sadly, despite signing the memorandum with the GoSports Foundation to transform elite athletes of Arunachal, not much development has been seen so far. We'll tell you why later in this video. Coming back to the sports department, despite initial hesitations for a video interview from the Directorate of Sports, the sports director was kind enough to provide us with essential details about the Elite Athlete Development Program. The program focuses on several key objectives, such as providing athletes with essential tools and travel assistance for competition, ensuring holistic development through enhanced training, nutrition, and access to experts, offering exposure to international tournaments and world-class facilities, ultimately aiming to pave the way for Olympic medals by 2024, but now postponed to 2032. The scope of the program is to identify and support the talented athletes in 5 major sporting disciplines: weightlifting, judo, karate, boxing, and archery. Conduct 12 educational sessions on nutrition, physical and mental well-being, and athlete management technology with over 250 program-level interactions. Facilitate participation in domestic and international competitions to enhance performance and achieve notable results. Conduct educational workshops for athletes and coaches, and upskill the coaches in the state by introducing them to various experts and training them to international standards. The initiative sounds good, doesn't it? But has that been the case? Let's find out. Over the past 3 years, the Elite Athlete Development Program has indeed facilitated numerous educational sessions and competition participations. However, our findings reveal a mixed picture on the ground. According to the athletes enrolled in the program, the GoSports Foundation has provided a smartwatch, a massage gun, a one-time kit required for the respective sports, and travel allowances to date. However, travel allowances remain a topic of discussion, as many athletes we spoke to reported inconsistencies. Irregularities were also reported regarding reimbursements. For instance, while weightlifter Balo Yalam received a reimbursement of 20,000 rupees for the kits she purchased, boxer Heli Tana is still waiting for around 60,000 rupees that he spent on sports materials and was assured a reimbursement. 𝐤𝐫𝐨 said the foundation promised a reimbursement, but he had to spend his own money to buy the required items first. He purchased the items, submitted the receipt to the foundation, and has been waiting for the reimbursement ever since. Also, the promise of upskilling coaches has not emerged as expected. Several of our karatekas are doing well on various platforms, and we thought it had a lot to do with the coaches, but that was not the case either. When Newsfy spoke to Rakesh Gamnu, one of the renowned karate coaches of the state, he said, and I quote, "Forget upskilling, we were never even contacted. Even a small amount of help is still a distant dream for us," unquote. Gamnu also expressed disappointment over the lack of support and training for local coaches. Our request to the sports department for a detailed report on the elite athlete development program, such as details of the coaches, the 13 athletes were provided, their evaluation process, how they are being trained, nurtured to participate in the big tournaments, their diet, etc., as promised in the MOU, remained unfulfilled as the department only furnished theoretical details for their future plan. A request to the GoSports Foundation for the same was also not taken seriously, as we got no reply to our email. Interestingly, the Chief Executive Officer of the GoSports Foundation was in Itanagar recently to renew their contract, and our efforts to get details out of her also remained unsuccessful. We tried to contact her through WhatsApp. She asked us to write an email for an interview, which we did, but she never got back. The sports department also provided a list of tournaments the athletes have participated in. The athletes managed to win 6 gold medals, 2 silver medals, and 1 bronze and 2 first positions at the Asian Games trial. Though we were not given the details of who won the medals and in which sports discipline. Also noteworthy is that the department mentioned Wushu as one of the competitions for the elite athletes. But interestingly, Wushu is not a part of the Elite Athlete Development Program as per the MOU. We would also like to mention here that national level games are open to all athletes who win the state level tournaments and not just for the elite athletes, which leaves us to wonder if the elite athletes are also being sent in the same lot as the others, that too on the same expenses. A question that remains unanswered is whether the Department of Sports is spending funds separately just for the elite athletes or managing from the funds meant for the other normal athletes representing the state. Sticking to the funds, the government does provide incentives to athletes who manage to win big competitions or show exemplary performance in their respective sporting disciplines. Also, recently we saw the state government reward 3 Wushu players with rupees 20 lakh each for qualifying to participate in the Asian Games, which was a major achievement, and we commend their feat. However, at the same time, several athletes who did qualify for the Asian Games like Mesom Singhi, Johnny Mankia and Abab Sangdo did not get the same reward. As in the case of Wushu athletes, they were sent back from the airport and the fault was not of the player. In the same manner, these 3 karatekas couldn't participate because of the karate associations. This makes us question whether the sweat and the hard work of the karate players hold any value. The ongoing court case within the karate associations at the state and the national level has further compounded issues, denying opportunities and incentives to the deserving athletes. Age is a major factor for a sports person, and this battle among the associations, which has been going on for 5 long years, is utterly affecting the athletes of our state, a thing which the sports department needs to seriously ponder upon. Newsfy also reached out to a Delhi-based renowned karateka, Pradesh Sharma, to know about his daily routine. Sharma's rigorous training regimen highlights the stark difference in support available to athletes in the country's capital and here in Arunachal. Sharma represented India in the Karate Premier League from 2019 to 2023. He starts with cardio at home, spends his afternoon at the gym for at least 2 hours, and in the evening he trains with a dedicated coach for at least 3 hours. Sharma said he prefers to visit different dojos, that is training halls, for practice. In this case, he gets to practice with different athletes and enhance his skills. He also has a nutrition expert from Iran who takes care of his daily diet. In contrast, Arunachal's athletes, often from humble backgrounds, face significant challenges in funding their training and competitions. How long will they be able to compete by eating staple food like rice, meat, and bamboo shoots? Newsfire urges the state government to consider suggestions from all the stakeholders if it wants our athletes to perform better and qualify for international events like the Olympics. We appreciate the government and the Department of Sports for selecting 13 elite athletes to develop them, but at the same time, we would urge the department to keep a tab on the GoSports Foundation to check if the athletes are actually receiving all the facilities as promised in the MOU. Lending support is a great step, but following their journey is another. At present, Johnny, one of the elite sportspersons, is training on her own as she has no coach and training center as promised. The same is the condition of other athletes who are either training at SAI centers or some other states. There is a dire need to improve the sports infrastructure that includes the creation of a state-of-the-art training center which provide facilities such as accommodation, gym, and pantry to provide nutritional support to the elite sportsperson. We cannot deny the fact that Itanagar does have a national center of excellence, but it only caters to boxing, weightlifting, wushu, archery, and hockey. Also, the facility lacks a lot of basic requirements. Moreover, the Itanagar's National Center of Excellence is attached to the Sange-Laden Sports Academy, which is not the case in other states. Besides providing the state-of-the-art infrastructure and playing facilities, the NCOA's motive is also to impart specialized training to promising athletes by sports science backup, individualized diet prescribed by the trained nutritionist, and overall supervision under the best coaches and qualified support staff, which the one at Itanagar lacks, at least for now. By addressing these gaps and investing in comprehensive sports infrastructure, Arunachal Pradesh could soon be celebrating Olympians who rise from local roots to international glory. Stay tuned with Newsfire as we continue to cover developments in Arunachal's sports arena. For now, let's hope for a brighter and more equitable future for our athletes.